Hi and hello. This is my time lapse of my creation of the zine. I wanted to show how intuitive I created the layout of the zine and how non-linear the whole process was, since I had a very clear idea of what I wanted the storyline to be beforehand. I wanted the process of how I'm gonna do the storyline visually being very flexible, and there you can see me playing around with the elements I had pre-made. I hand wrote everything so everything would really fit exactly the way I wanted, and if it didn't fit, I made it fit. I recycled a lot of things for this project. For example, here you can see me use a lot of magazines, and I obviously used environmentally friendly glue and watercolors, and the paper that I've used is also environmentally friendly, and those are just my standard materials that I'm always using because it's the most widely available for me too. Here I'm handwriting a part of the zine. I had troubles with the Posca pens, but since I got them at some point, I have to use them up, no matter what troubles they give me. Here you can see me laying out the first page and gluing everything down. Oh, not yet. I had two versions of the icebergs in the back, and one made out of the magazine paper and one made out of tissue paper that I layered and colored a little bit with watercolors, and I ended up going with the tissue paper. And I ended up going in with some pencil afterwards for the shadows. On the second page I had a pre-made hidden oil reserve already pre-made. It's also a collage, also made out of magazine paper. And here you will see me how I approach writing on this magazine with my markers. I was really intuitive again, and I had to rewrite this particular phrase multiple times until I had it exactly the way I wanted it to be. And I obviously wrote it in this very clear, slow font that's very straight, that I really love, and it has some little quirks like the capital I is dotted, and in general it looks like a very clean handwriting that you would maybe use for preschoolers. I just find this to be a perfect font for me to read, and that's why I love using it. Here I'm writing the final version of the question. And because of the available orange that I had left, it ended up to be a round question bubble. At this stage I'm still figuring out how I want the second and third page to connect, but I already know that I will only talk about and focus on the oil and the gas in the Arctic Circle. There are many other treasures, but it would have been too much to explain. Here I'm just cutting out backgrounds for the Arctic Circle map that I had. And again, I used magazines to make it just interesting. and I'm very proud of how accurate I cut these circles. So, and here I'm drawing the oil island, and as I said, I focused on the oil and on the gas in this zine because it's currently close to my heart. I don't know if it was the smartest decision or the most natural decision, but it felt right for me, and it was something that I wanted to ask my readers and wanted to educate people about, because I didn't know about any of this stuff before starting the research. And here I'm just trying out how to add this law text that I wanted to add on. I did many different things before I ended up choosing the law text, but it just made the most sense to describe why there could be a conflict coming. And here you can see me just adding the rest of the explanatory text, and then it was done. And the explanatory text on top of it. And then it's done.